Alright, everybody, it's time to play some Orcs Must Die 3. Oh, yeah. Gotta kick my chat out of Twitch. And hopefully YouTube works this time. Yeah, like that. Let's go ahead and kick out YouTube chat just in case. Alright. Squeeze that back down there, pull that over, shrink it. Okay. What kind of weekly challenges? Do they have any new ones? I don't think they have any new ones. Somebody was talking about one of them. I don't remember. Alright. You know, I always hope for new content, but there isn't. Okay, so we're going to do Great Rooms Endless. There was a request to redo what I have, so we're going to take a look at that. One of the things we want is, I believe we want the passive reset faster. We're going to do extra slow for tar. We're going to do spike wall. So we got tar, we got weapon, tar, spike wall, trap, reset. We can probably do butterflies. I'm going to do haymaker, darts, flip traps. I don't know, do we do confusion flowers maybe? And I think we do, yeah, I think we do confusion flowers. We'll do it on the ceiling. Maybe not, maybe we'll put them in the back. Let's do increased explosion radius. And last but not least, I guess we could do, this is just to get through wave 25, so we can do ceiling ballistas. Alright. We're going to use the, I guess we use the stone staff for our weapon. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can do this. I saw a no-cade thing, and I think that's probably the best way to beat it now. Alright, so let's get all of our stuff going. Alright, so we're going to have, let's do floor first. So floor is going to be tar flip. And then wall is going to be spike and butterfly. And then ceiling is going to be haymaker, darts. What else was I going to do? Oh. Trap reset. Oh, I didn't, it didn't pull that up. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. However, we're going to swap those. Sometimes I think my mouse doesn't work. Jeez, clicking on it. All right. So this is what we're going to try. We'll start here. And then we're just going to kind of alternate them.
This spot is perfect. Cygnus was never as good at this as me. Couldn't be better.
You know, I guess we could use decoys too. Decoys might work. Oh no, you can't place them on other traps. If you could place decoys on top of other traps, then decoys might work. Alright, we're just gonna kind of leave this section like it is, and then just do that. Alright, hopefully this catches most of the orcs that are coming down from the left side. And then we'll kind of push everything over to the right side and do that as well. It's been quite a little bit since I played this game, and there's already some lag and stuff. But I guess it's okay. I don't know. I haven't restarted my router in a long time either. Well, maybe a little bit. Do I need anything else? So I'm gonna put like haymakers, alternate them with dart spitters, and then ceiling ballistas in the back, and then back here I'm gonna put my plants. And then here I'm going to put my spike walls for the big guys, and then of course butterfly traps at the top. Or I could do butterfly traps at the bottom actually. And then I guess butterfly traps on this wall here and here. And then I'm going to build like this room to do a bunch of that. And I'm going to start building out here once I get to that point. Okay, let's go ahead and get started.
Indeed. Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate. Has anyone seen Tall? I feel like I'm not going as fast as I should. It kind of dials like a moving into the wall. Spit out there.
Slinging them off, dude. Nice. Since there isn't a lot of enemies, I guess this is probably doable. A no barricade run, I like it. Thanks, man. Well, you know, this map, you really can't do barricades, so... You know, this is what you're kind of left with, is a no barricade run. Alright. Oh, that's awkward.
Efficient placement equals efficient killing.
Alright, so we'll do this. I don't know if we even need the slow for right now. Oh, I don't know if I got the flipping for... we would probably do this. No, we'd probably do this, and it would fling them that way, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I have the flip mechanism for the heavy guys. I'm not sure if I have that. I could also have done archers, I guess, and put archers along this edge. Like right here. Oh, I guess I'll put my ballistas along this edge. So ballistas here. I could have put archers here. Because they're, you know, the one tile. Or I guess saws, but archers might be a little bit better for a quick run. Trap reset on that. Trap timer cooldown. So that way these guys flip a little bit faster. But I don't know if I have the heavy. I don't know if the heavy is necessary though, because I'm gonna have dart spitters and haymakers in here. Dart ice with haymakers. So I think these with cooldown are actually probably better. Okay.
The rift remains protected. Coin. I guess I should get more. More enemies on the way.
I probably should start. Yeah, I don't necessarily think I need to do a whole bunch of the tar and stuff. It's just there to help out a little bit in the beginning. I'm not getting any combos, so I'm not getting a lot of gold. Or coin. I don't know. Whatever it's called. Alright, we're going to sell that, and then we're going to... Let's go ahead and start getting this ready.
work.
More enemies on the way.
I wish I was able to put a flip trap right there. That's just awkward, you know, with my OCD doesn't like it. I could spread them out like one more, but then the flip would knock them into the wall there. Okay. Somebody had asked me to update my video for this map on Endless because of the addition of fire elementals, and I guess I thought that was a good idea. So that's why we're doing this. All right. I love barricading things. I think this might be a little bit too easy of an approach. I don't know. Who do we have? Oh, come on, guys. Okay. Like I said, we'll do our ballistas up on the walls here for like money bags, and back here we'll do our plants. It's a kind of anything that gets to towards the end. I guess maybe we didn't need plants. We probably could have been okay with archers, but well, I don't know. I don't really want to do archers particularly.
They won't expect this.
I don't know what I'd put on those edges. Maybe nothing. I could have brought like an actual weapon, like the bow or the crossbow or something, and just got headshots on ogres. Or something electric, maybe. I don't really know. Who's alive? You are. Okay, he's dead now. All right.
Another rift protected.
Oh, I can't do that. Yeah. Okay.
I need more
All
coin.
right. I want those put up pretty soon.
More enemies on the way.
Now, something I don't know yet, and I haven't really cared to test it, is if these darts get blocked by the pillars that like shoot out, because your auto attacks get blocked by these and by the haymakers. Okay. Alright, moment of truth. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. I got the knocking back the big boys.
The big bad has been defeated. A job well done. I'm ready.
More enemies on the way.
So I'll finish this wall off, then I'll toss the butterflies up top. I'll try and finish the ceiling somewhat, and then come back and place more of these flip traps, and then finish it off with tar, I think. Oh yeah, they also block the right mouse button of the stone staff and whatnot, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Alright.
Efficient placement equals efficient killing.
See you later, nerd.
I don't
Okay.
gloat, but I do win a lot.
More
I do need to
enemies
get
on the way.
maybe a few ballistas up before 10 for money bags. Put a couple back here and back there. Because again, this is just a wave 25 run, not necessarily like a run for like, you know, longevity or anything, so I can use the ceiling ballistas.
Right there.
These are all fairly efficient traps. The other ceiling trap that would be really efficient, but not quite as good, is, or cost efficient, I should say, but not very good, would be the, bounce it off good, the swinging mace. Because per square, the swinging mace is 500 per square, which is a fairly cheap trap at the end of the day, but it doesn't really help out a ton if you don't have any other crowd control. And even though we do have this, I don't think the swinging mace would beat ice and freeze and haymakers. You really can't beat them. Sweet. While they're airborne, they do take double damage, so haymakers help out a lot with that. Ice also makes them take bonus damage from physical. So while they're in the air, the haymakers start doing double damage to them, and then if they're frozen, they take double damage again. So they actually start taking a crap ton of damage from physical sources, or from any sources while that's happening. It also increases ice. An endless CC King flip trap. CC's King flip traps, stuff like Tar. Yes. Crowd control is the best, and I think that personally, I think ice is probably a little bit overpowered. The ice darts. I haven't really used flip traps like in a lot of my runs. I haven't really used. I don't like using the plants because I know that they're really good, and they're just kind of like, I don't know, easy. Oh, you shouldn't be going anywhere.
They will have to be better than that.
But for this time, for this run, I will, just because, well, somebody asked me. Alright, you're getting through. You don't need to be getting through. Did they increase the amount of mana it takes to cast the right mouse button for Stone Staff? Do I not have it upgraded or something?
Exactly who was he the boss of?
I don't know. It seemed like that's costing a lot of mana. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was able to get more than 3 right mouse buttons off on that. Behemoth, what's going on, man?
More enemies on the way.
I mean, I took a look at the version, and the version didn't seem to change. I thought it did. I saw Vermilion Phoenix video, and I thought that he had a different version than me, but I think I was just mistaken on that. Alright. I think Kelsey would have been an okay choice, just because she has the levitate, and you can levitate off the edge, and
Another foe vanquished.
and aggro those ogres to attack you and kick off their own guys. All right, let's go ahead and get. I think we should probably just go ice first, and then haymakers, maybe. No kids run. Somebody on Reddit had posted a video of that. Oh, okay, good. Now the chat's coming through. Somebody on Reddit posted this, like a picture of something like this. So I figured, why not just take a look at it and do it, you know? See what we can do with it. Plus, it's really hard to do Cades. You know, I'll be honest, you don't get a lot of money on this one, so any case you lose, you have to replace is tough.
Not much of a leader.
Also, I'm pretty sure the pillars from the ice darts, when they drop, they interrupt the line of sight from the ballistas. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I think so.
More enemies on the way.
But that's alright. It's for the big guys. For the ballistas aren't. We're doing okay so far. Wave 10 was a little rough, but we're doing okay. Fortunately, there's not a lot of ceiling that they have. Haymakers don't do a ton of damage.
They're entering the rift.
Oh, I didn't see that. Alrighty then.
Even their strongest mean nothing before my powers.
Oh, we're getting some okay combo. Another idea is not upgrade traps run. Yeah. Well, this is to update the video I have out there on this map showing Cades, which I think I need to update a few of them. These ballistas don't seem to be doing as much damage either. Maybe it's just been a while since I played. Something seems a little off. Non-upgraded endless run. I think if I was to do that, it would be on Coastal Hallways. Alright, we need a little bit more. I could probably put the plants like up here, like, oh yeah, in the centerpiece, down this whole center. Do plants? Yeah, probably do that. Once I get all the ice up. And then detar on the outsides, because they're typically gonna gravitate towards one of the sides, you know.
This should work.
All right, we got one more ice thing.
Exactly. I hope Cygnus saw that. Their boss, their loss.
Oh yeah, with the new account, how did that go?
I won't let anyone into the rift.
How far did you get?
More enemies on the way.
Because you basically got to use the traps they give you, and unfortunately they give you Gravity Pillar, which, as we all know, is a little bit broken right now. Not broken in a good way. Broken is in like it doesn't work right now way.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me. The big bad has been defeated. Their boss, their boss. Such a beautiful sight, not a chance.
Ow. 5 skull. Hang on. Alright. 5 skull, 16 out of 18 maps on War Mage. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. should try it where you play the minimum amount of maps possible, so you have to go Rift Lord, like pretty early. Yeah, it is. It's very good. It is unfortunate that it is broken, but yes, it is a very good trap still.
Another foe vanquished.
We'll try that. We'll do that.
Another wise choice by the great foe.
And that might help somewhat. I did the larger blast radius. I don't know why, it just feels like the damage on this thing is nerfed. It feels like the damage on my traps are maybe a little nerfed too. I'm not really sure. Just something feels a little off. But that's okay. Yeah, plants are really good. Just one of the reasons I don't care to use them. Just because I think they're maybe a little too good.
Exactly who was he the boss of? Couldn't be better.
I'm gonna put one more plant here. I love to do endless and OMD, but after wave 50 it becomes hard. Yeah, true. I have a video on my YouTube of me getting to wave 49. I like beat 49, or no, I was losing to 49 as it went to wave 50 with Brass on Eventide Fortress. Coliseum and Sled Shells don't have a good place to build one kill blocks. Yeah, it doesn't. And with the kind of cage you have, yeah, explosive guys come out of War Mage, right? Yeah. So with the amount of cage you have, it's probably not easy. Kind of thinking about doing plants on all three sides, and then on the very edge put tar. Maybe not tar. Maybe no tar at all. What if I replaced the tar with brim for a little bit extra damage, and then just did a bunch of plants as well? No, because then I need brim somewhere, and I want plants on the ground. Don't know.
They won't expect this. Their boss, their loss.
Yeah, I think we're gonna put at least a tar there and there.
Now they know intense power.
Hard 4 difficulty, 5 skill the first 2 scenarios, and first 2 regulars. Good, nice. Yeah, the scenarios would probably be pretty easy. Even honestly, the Mage Tower, isn't that the third one? That's pretty easy.
The big bad.
Or is that
Defeated.
is Mage Tower 2 or 3? Okay.
Another foe vanquished.
Yeah, I want to put another tar there.
More enemies.
And then here. And that should be all the tar I really need. And then maybe I'll just do more plants in the back. And try and like keep everything, you know, confused and running back. Yeah, are these ballistas even shooting anything? Okay, they are, sort of.
Could we make this even better?
What are you doing? How did you get past everything?
They will have to be better than that. Not much of a leader at all.
Mage Tower also done. Yeah, Mage Tower should be pretty easy. So the first one is the 1 lane. The second one is the front lawn.
Their strongest mean nothing before me.
It's not called 1 lane. I can't remember what it's called. And then front lawn, and then Mage Tower. So those 3 should be pretty easy to do without needing upgrades. Especially because that's when you unlock the archers, the bank of archers, for the front lawn. That would be really easy.
The big bad has been defeated.
And you get Ice Amulet to help take out Speedy Gonzalez.
More enemies on
Alright,
the
so we're
way.
going to do plant there, and then back here, and we're just going to alternate plants and flip traps, I think. And we could probably put some plants up here in the front as well, just to try and get more guys confused up here towards the front. So the idea is to confuse and knock back and push back and flip and freeze and all that stuff. We do kind of want to beef up the left side because that's where the No Grenadiers come from. That's where the Firelings come from. And Fire Elementals and Earth Elementals come from the right side. But I don't know if they're going to be too much of a problem. 55 with Zoe and 54 with Ozil. Eventide Fortress. Yeah, Eventide Fortress was probably my favorite endless map. If you could do unlimited traps, that would be freaking sweet on that map, because that map is huge. Like, that'd be really cool. But currently can't.
Who was he the boss of?
They're still derping each other up, so that's good. Second possibility is take all traps without upgrades. Yeah. Or you could just do like unique only. Oh, you said you did that. Yeah. Now I take only unique upgrades for those. Yeah. That's kind of how I did my my beginner campaign thing, starting off fresh. Honestly, the unique upgrades are probably better overall than like damage upgrades, like with freeze specifically. Freeze is pretty delicious. Alright, so we're gonna tar there and there. That's gonna catch any of them coming in. They're just gonna really get stuck on that tar. Unfortunately, this is a bit of a slow way to do it. If they didn't have those fire elementals, then you'd be fine. I just don't like having to use crowd control. I wish I could just do like a bunch of damage traps and then they all, die to everything until they become too powerful. But Zoe was one of my was a fun character. Ozil was one of my favorite characters, especially on Graveyard. It's such a good map. Charm weapon is very strong. Yeah, it is. The problem though is when you get late game with the charm weapon, they stop attacking the enemy that you charmed. Alright, where are we at here? I need to make sure nothing leaks. I don't think anything will, but I need to get ready to pop my zero.
They will have to be better than that. I won't let anyone into the ring. The big bad has been defeated.
Alright, all of them are dead. Easy.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
Very good, very good.
Another wise choice by the Great Vault.
Oh man, just woke up.
Not much of a lead.
Oh yeah, you gotta buy that, don't you? Yeah, you're right. You do have to buy the
Who is the master now?
Dart Spitter. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. forgot about that.
I won't let anyone
Now, what kind
into
of
the
elements did they not bring from Unchained? Because I know they didn't bring acid from. Was it 2? Was acid on 2? Acid,
More enemies on the way.
I know that there's in Unchained, in like the offline launcher, there's acid, an acid spitter. He just gets knocked way up there. That's pretty funny. Can you imagine a giant flip trap just like right here in the center? Huh. That'd be pretty funny. Acid was in... Was acid in Unchained?
They will have to be better than that.
What trap was acid? It wasn't... There wasn't an acid spitter, I don't think, right? It was just the naphtha sprayer for bonus fire damage. I don't remember what
Efficient
acid trap there was.
efficient killing.
I don't think I used it very much. I really just used boom bar rollers everywhere, and I really wish they had this in this game so that way I could just line the ceiling with boom bar rollers and have that be its own challenge. I would do that challenge. Nothing but explosions. That'd be really cool. Now, something I saw. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Something I saw the other day, yesterday I think, with Bloons Tower Defense 6. Is they had this map that's like a graveyard type map, and they have 4 different colored graves that you can unlock to like put your towers on, and they have different colors, and it doesn't seem to do anything whenever you put like a specific tower on those that would like match up those colors. Oh, that's right, Midnight does. Yeah. When she goes invisible and runs through enemies, she gets some poison. Okay, you're right. Yeah. And I think that'd be pretty cool if they had... Oh yeah, it does. Doesn't it also do, like, your auto attacks do some sort of acid or poison? I know it wasn't stun. But I think it'd be cool if they had something to where if you put... you can bring whatever traps you want, but some traps would be better in certain locations just to, like, make it or something. What is harder? When all traps without upgrades are 2, no spellbooks. No spellbook traps with upgrades. I think if you can upgrade all the traps that you get in the regular story, I think it'd be fine. Yeah, I think you'd be fine with that. So, I think 1 would be harder. If you could upgrade all your spellbook traps and not buy any other traps at all. Because the traps they give you are decent enough. I mean, you'd be able to do a lot with it. Well, this just seems like cheating right now, using the plants. It's just like, bruh. They're not going to go anywhere because they're just going to get not pushed back and stuff. So I guess this is how you beat Wave 25. I guess I'll put this video on there, and say, hey, if you want to beat 25, here you go. It's actually really easy. Wave 10 is probably the hardest, just because you don't have enough out there. But I didn't have any plants on Wave 10, so maybe if I had some plants on Wave 10, it'd be a little bit easier, a bit better. On the unique upgrade? Oh, okay. Well, you get wall charger, right?
The big bad has been defeated.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, what traps would you go out and buy with skulls to then bring to the unupgraded, and you'd bring it in? You just gotta hurry up and come over here and tag me. So I can get him dead. There we go. Alright.
More enemies on the way.
Like if you bought dart spitter, yeah, but you wouldn't be able to upgrade to stun if you're using if you're buying whatever you want. It does. It's got 15 seconds on refire rate, but it does a lot of damage in an area, and lightning does explosion damage in a small radius, to include hitting barricades. Which is still a thing, and I think that should have been, you know, probably a hot fix for that, and a hot fix for the fact that gravity pillars don't pull heavy enemies as they're supposed to. All right, medium orc. He's getting a little ways. That's fine. We'll put another flip there. We'll put flips behind those plants. I should knock them back a little bit. Oh yeah, we need more. We probably fell the rest of the ceiling here. And deal overkill damage if orcs trigger it. Yeah, that's true. Well, that's why you got to put them up, like, you know, leave the bottom square for something else, and then put them up higher, or put them just at the top too. So that way it only hits the very heavy. And you put like arrow walls in the bottom. So you put whatever you don't care to get triggered by the small guys, and then the wall charges at the top. Which I've tested it, and there's nothing that's taller than 3 squares. So 3 squares is the tallest enemy, to include bosses, like money bags and any other bosses. No bosses or minions or anything are 4 tall. All of the very heavies are 3 tall, and bosses are 3 tall, and everything else is 2 or 1 tall.
Exactly who was he the boss of? I won't let anyone into the rift.
Oh, the amount of money you get is just not much. Put haymaker, 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 haymakers. I need 4 of those. 2,800 for that. 2 more of those. 3 more plants. Charm explosion, deal damage to barricades. Wall charger doesn't kill my cades ever. I can show you that it does. It doesn't start until about wave 9 or 10. But yeah, charm explosion also does. Not to say that charm explosion doesn't, but it also does. Oh. I thought he was going to get through.
Now they know intense power.
Sorry, Robotic. I got my Twitch chat on a different screen, so I don't see it quite as much. But yes, wall charger with stun is very OP. It's one of my favorite traps, except for the fact that it does damage barricades. Now, I saw something earlier, and I kind of like just stopped testing it, because I know that even if I tell them that the lightning staff, which I have told them that the lightning staff also does K damage, it's going to take forever for them to change it. So it's like, what's the point? I don't know. Because I have no idea when the next update's coming out. I don't know what's going to include. They just keep saying soon, and they said soon like 2 weeks ago. So I don't know. Soon is like relative, I guess. And I'm not exactly sure where it's at. I I think it is only on Endless, yeah. The charm does do damage all the time. You're correct. On Endless, it takes till about wave 9 or 10 before the wall charger does damage to barricades, but it does a lot of damage to barricades. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's not like you can, you know, strategically charm something. It's like, it's always going to do the damage. I need to put some ballistas up here, I think. Try and help clear these guys out a little bit quicker. Stop moving.
Have to be better than that. Exactly.
There.
Who was he?
Got him to stop moving. But when I was playing as... I think it was one of the weeklies. I was using the lightning staff. No. It was when I, Oh, I think it was one of the weeklies, right? Anyway, I don't remember. I was playing Cygnus, and I had, like low-tiered stuff on the first, war scenario. And doing that... Ah, okay. Oh, I don't know if you unlock grinders by default either. Yeah, grinders would be good on for runners as well in that regard. I was using it, and it did damage to Cades whenever I did the right mouse button from that. What? I don't have any fires, so... Oh, shit! He almost went past me. I saw the little fire thing pop up, but... Oh, it must have been the explosion of another fireling. That's what it was. Okay.
Not much of a leader at all.
Alright. That's that, and then we'll get some more ballistas.
They will have to be better than that.
As a matter of fact, ballistas on the outsides above the stairs and at the bottom of those stairs might be a better choice than having ballistas here.
Their strongest mean nothing before me.
I think the ballistas in here do help, though.
The big bad has been defeated. I won't let anyone into the rift.
Those haymakers last a long time, I'll tell you that. Archers and slow are the only trapsicle runners. You don't get Brim either? Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, that's good enough.
Their boss, their loss.
You're just gonna get flipped and dipped and just gonna derp around.
Bow before my powers.
Yeah, we definitely need more in the way of damage to the big guys. True. Gravity Pillar is good against them. The runners.
I admire their resolve, but will protect the order.
Seems to be some sort of a graphical glitch with the... It looks a little weird, but the explosion, that purple powder, is like, it keeps flashing in and out, and I don't know if it has to do with the spinning of the haymakers, or if it's multiple clouds going on at the same time and it doesn't know which one to show me. But something's going on with it. So that's cool.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
Alright. I don't want them running down the stairs, because I want them to die to these. But
More enemies on the way.
that's just how it is. Alright, well, we beat wave 25. That's really all I was going to do. I thought it was going to be harder to do than this. This is surprisingly easy. You just got to watch out for anybody slipping through. and then just build more defenses. More ballistas on the left and right. Probably haymakers and ice starts on the top left until you get above the stairs. Then do ballistas to help clear out the ogres. On the right hand side, nothing but ballistas. And on the floor, flip traps, and the walls, spike walls. Yeah, that's basically really it. Not a whole lot else you need to do. This.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
We'll keep going though. I typically get a lot more viewers when I play Orcs than other games, which is understandable. But tomorrow I've got a special game. It's a game I've never played before, and we're playing that tomorrow, where I am. You guys can join me if you want. I've never played it before. I've actually never even heard of it until my girlfriend started playing it. Got her set up on Steam. She found it and bought it and started playing it. And I was like, you know what? That looks like a pretty fun game. I'd like to give it a shot. It's probably pretty easy, and it's an older game, but still. Alright, now I gotta wait for this crap.
The big bad has been defeated.
You know, it almost might be worth...
The master now.
Oh, basic traps.
I hope
Discord.
Cygnus saw that.
Okay. Well, on the wiki, I have how you like get the traps and how much they cost, and if they're unlocked, or if you buy them from the thing. But I don't have it like listed. I just have it. The information's on there.
They will have to be better than that.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll just do more ballistas before filling out more flip traps. Now, instead of bringing tar, actually, I want to say fire arrows might be okay, and just put them like right here in the entrance. Or wall chargers too. Those will work.
Their boss, their loss.
Okay. So I guess the name of the game is to, like, you know, flip off all the small guys, right? While you crowd control everyone. To include the big guys to just keep them from doing anything. And the only real way to do that is to use the plants. Or like other kind of confusion. Like the I don't know if the guy that I saw on Reddit did use plants at all. I don't remember.
Another foe vanquished.
But plants are definitely OP. I just try not to use them because it doesn't make for a cool looking kill box. Like if these weren't, you know, if these were brimstone and these were spikes and these were like swinging maces, and I guess the ceiling does look kind of cool. But if the floor looked like it was, you know, full of raw damage and power, then I don't know. I think I would just.
Exactly. Who was he?
I would enjoy it more because the aesthetics is there. Just having some plants spit out, pink plants spit out yellow orbs with purple powder is just, I don't know. It's a little bit not quite as like raw and savage and cool, you know. All right.
More enemies on the way.
I think the traps in Unchained look freaking sweet, man. I was looking at them the other day, reminiscing about the good old times of Unchained, and those traps are freaking cool. Gold plated and all that, dude. It's really cool. All right, left side set up. The hardest are runners and regular minions. Well, yeah. You get ballistas, right? If you get ballistas, you get floor spikes. I don't remember if you get ballistas, but you definitely get floor spikes. Floor spikes are really good against big guys.
Could we make this even better?
And you start with blunderbuss as well.
Even their strongest mean nothing.
I think
before me.
that's probably better against the big guys than the bow is. Or Charmed to Dead. Do you get the wand? No, you don't get that until you beat the game with Gabriella. That's right. I say it's been a while. Like the last time I streamed was the last time I played, and I can't even remember the last time I went through the story. It was whenever I did the Zero to Hero campaign with Egan. It's Egan.
The big bad has been defeated.
Right around the corner, got stoned.
Not much of a leader at all.
More enemies on the way!
Do you get butterfly? You might get butterfly. Oh, my Discord's not open. That's why I'm not. I was looking for like a message and I didn't see anything. Oh, my dad sent me something. You know, you do IT and then you're IT for your family. So you do get wall charger. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna pop this as soon as we can and skadoosh. Alright. Let's get some more flip traps. Yeah, it's true. But it has a really good range. So you can keep the enemies like coming back into a certain area and taking some sort of damage over time. The bliss will knock them down eventually. Jeez, as soon as they get frozen and they get like shot with all the other ice, with all the other ice darts, they just melt. They just melt. It's freaking crazy, dude.
The big bad has been defeated. Their boss, their loss.
I know one of the things that people wanted to do is build like themed kill boxes.
Even their strongest mean
And I
nothing
wish you could.
before me.
I wish you could.
Such a beautiful sight.
Do all ice or all fire, because you were able to do that in Unchained for the most part. I mean, not all traps were as good as other traps, but you could do it. Ballista is a good. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think ballistas are very good on that split level map, whatever that's called.
They will have to be better than
Stay
that.
there, and then come to me. Okay, or get flipped. Hopefully, you can get flipped over. They only go 2 squares, so it's a little hard for them to.
Their boss,
Okay, that works.
their loss.
I'm even heavy. Well, heavy got.
More enemies on the way!
I think heavy got a little bit harder to kill, just in general, especially on Rift Lord. It just feels like they have a ton of health. I'm still waiting for basement to have the bottom level accessible for minions. I think they should have absolutely stuck with that, because I'm pretty sure they had it, and they definitely should have stuck with it.
Now they know intense power.
I mean, good, like high combos, you know. Sort of unexpected.
Has been defeated. Another foe vanquished.
No money bags, no. I need your money.
Not much of a leader at all.
Also, I'm not sure why big guys cost as much health as little guys. That one's a little bit odd to me.
Exactly who was he the boss of?
Well, that moneybags level is certainly the tough level. I'll give it that.
This should work. Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
So I'll tell you what, I was just going to play this until I beat it and then use this as a video to help people out. But I think I'll play this until I lose. Not intentionally losing.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
And then switch over probably to League, I don't know. Unless I like get to like wave up like, I don't know, 100 or something, then I'll probably dip out just because it's gonna take so long to get there. Because when you go crowd control, you forego damage, and when you forego damage, it takes forever to kill anything. That's why I brought the ballistas to help out with that.
They will have to be better than that.
But good lord, that's gonna take a while. Ay ay ay.
Another foe vanquished.
Why did you run backwards? Come to me, my son. I am your
Even
father.
their strongest mean nothing before me.
What if Max is Egan's father?
More enemies on the way.
Or Kelsey's mother, actually. It could be Kelsey's mother. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Because Spike Wall will hit things through the pillar from Dart Spitter. Yeah, I agree. It's like that every fifth wave, that every moneybags wave is really the only kind of real money you get. Kind of serious money. See, we get a leaker every once in a while. These freaking leakers, man. Which is why I'm thinking maybe. Oh, I should have done stun. I still have bleed on the wall spikes. Oh, well, that's my fault. I should have done stun on the wall spikes. I didn't realize that until now. Okay. And then that's going to be our last flip trap, because if I put flip traps back here, they might flip it into that and then into the rift. So I'm not going to put any flip traps back there after this. As a matter of fact, I could probably sell these plants and do like 2 rows of, like a row of flip trap and then a row of plants. And hopefully that works, I don't know.
Has been defeated.
Or maybe I should just do more ballistas up here in the front.
Their boss, their loss. Even their strongest mean nothing before me. Exactly who was he the boss of?
Oh, I forgot to tell him.
More enemies on the way!
Tar's a really good CC trap, I think. It's like, it heavily limits the speed. Like, heavily limits their speed. It's pretty crazy. Gravity Pillar was my favorite, especially because it did pick up ragdolled enemies. You know, and I think that, I know that they changed, or they quote-unquote fixed, and by fixed I mean they, you know, derped around with the gravity pillars to not pick up heavy enemies, to ragdoll, or very heavy, I should say. However, I personally think that they should have allowed the ragdolled enemies to be picked up, because it really only brought them back like maybe 2 more squares, kept them in the air a little bit longer. But on top of that, it's like the conditions have to be right. Like, it's not easy to get those conditions lined up. And so I think that they could have left that in there, and it would have been fine. It would have actually, for newer players, it would have made it, like, it would have rewarded their experimentations, because they would experiment with something like that. And it looks funny.
They will have to be better than that.
Oh, something weird happened there. Okay.
The big bad has been defeated.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a bug either. I thought it was, like, legitimate, but
Exactly who was he the boss of?
apparently not.
More
Alright,
enemies
so we'll do
on the
this.
way!
And I don't know if we need more plants back there, because they do have a little bit of a firing delay. So we'll just hope that this kind of takes care of it all. And then we'll do some more ballistas up there, and then we'll come out here and see what we can build out here. Probably spike walls on the walls are somehow maybe flipping upwards, but definitely a lot of ballistas everywhere.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
Brad, what's going on, man? Yeah, well, so I got this job where I'm working 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 at Central Standard Time now. So, you know, I've been streaming later at night. But I'm glad you could join. It really wasn't a huge unbalance. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't know. You just, like I said, the conditions have to be right, and it's hard to meet those conditions. To have them both ragdolled and lifted up by the gravity pillar at the same time. You know?
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
Another ballista.
Another foe vanquished.
Brad, I'm doing this no barricade run. I saw something similar to this on Reddit with using flip traps and haymakers and dart spitters. It was something similar. Somebody had commented on one of my videos for my endless playlist with great rooms, saying that it's been changed and they'd like an update. So I'm running through this. I didn't know how easy it would be, but it actually turns out to be pretty easy when you have this sort of a trap set up. So this is for them, and then now I'm just playing it until I lose. And that's probably all the orcs I'll play today is this much. Just playing this until I lose, but not intentionally lose. So I guess if you... Oh, he almost got through. If you have a hard time with... Oh, spiderweb walls. They need to bring those back too. That would be freaking cool to bring. Trying because minions everyone take times days. Yeah, but I mean, oh crap. At that point, like, I mean, if you're able to ragdoll him, then you, I don't know. I guess you're probably able to kill him, maybe. I don't know. But they're not taking damage from the gravity pillar itself, and so that's a ceiling trap that they could have been taking damage from, but are not taking damage. Simply because the gravity pillar is not doing damage to them. So it's like they could get knocked back or flipped, you know, knocked back by one of these or flipped by one of those, and take double damage until they get up, and you can have a ceiling trap that does that double damage. Or you can have it to where they move back 2 more squares to then take double damage from whatever that is behind them. It's almost a good thing to have, because if you have, for example, your trap setup is... Ooh, I got a lot of money somehow from something. Maybe a kill streak. If you have a trap setup that is like wall blades, that's too long, right? So if a heavy guy's here, very heavy guy's here, he gets knocked back here because he's very heavy. And this wall spot's not going to do anything to him because he's already gotten affected by it here. And so if you have the gravity pillar that's able to pick him up, it'll drop him here, and whatever wall trap is here will actually damage him. And so it just increases the efficiency of your traps if you have something like that set up. Or if you have flip trap and then right next to that's tar, and then you have floor spikes, instead of them going from flip trap to tar, they can go flip trap to getting picked up over the tar and land on the floor spikes. So that way the floor spikes can do damage other than, so that way they're not like not taking damage from the square next to them. That's just me though. I know it's maybe not intended, but I don't have a problem with it because it does let you kind of increase the efficiency of your own kill box.
Exactly who was he the boss of? They will have to be better than that.
Think about supporting traps like guardians, heal cades, or increase trap damage, or increase each traps. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think they should do weavers, or at least like special, unique properties with the player characters. And I think they could do like Gabriella has like bonus, like extra confusion time of like 0.5 seconds, and Max does like extra lightning damage of, you know, 25 or something like that. That'd be cool. Yeah, his Q, I believe it was. I shouldn't have used trap reset. I might need it for this. I don't know. There's a lot of cool things they could do. It's still pretty early. Again, I should have brought stun on those wall spikes instead of bleed, but... Oh! No, you don't.
They will have to be better than
Can you just freaking die? Can I hit you in the head? One of the things I don't like about their ice is that it is hard to hit them in the head. Or when they're getting tossed around and frozen and stoned and stuff. It's kind of hard to find their head.
Who is the master now?
Passive skills, yeah. I was thinking about it. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily break the game, but it might help, like, kind of encourage people to play in a certain play style, you know, because I was talking about theming and how you can't really theme very much. You could probably theme, I guess, with crowd control, but you can't theme with anything else.
Mindlessness leads to
There's not enough fire traps, there's not enough ice traps. So, without being able to do that,
The big bad has been defeated.
I think passive skills would help kind of encourage certain build orders.
We make this even better.
Which, who knows, maybe you can, make something overpowered, I guess. They'd have to, any change they make,
Another foe
they gotta balance test it. Alright, so we got our ballistas back here set up. So pretty much everything back here in this room is complete. The rest of it's just gonna be ballistas up here, I guess.
Even their strongest
And then
mean nothing
ballistas
before
all
me.
up here in the ceiling. All the way through that. As a matter of fact, maybe
More enemies on the way.
I just fill this ceiling up with ballistas, because it's gonna hit everything here. Yeah, something small would be cool. But that's probably not going to happen for a while, even if we want it. Oh, no you don't. My good friend.
Exactly who was he the boss of?
I mean, we still don't know how much mana is in the mana bar, you know? Like, there's really no reference of it. I mean, you could say it's the same as the health, 200 to 250 if you get the mana trinket. Because it's 200 for health and then 250 to get the health trinket, give you bonus health. Sandor, thanks, man. This is probably, it's kind of cheap. As far as flip traps, only 400 gold or coins, so it's easy enough to set up in the beginning. Wave 10 is probably the hardest wave you get. Of course, every Moneybags wave is a hard wave. Cygnus with more mana. Yeah.
Have to be better than that.
Well, you can do Cygnus with more mana. You can do the attack rate of weapons with this Varus guy. What's his name? Varus Voldemort. Vorwick. Vorwick. You can do like attack rate with him, because he's known for having his elven blades, which are probably the worst. Probably the worst thing you could ever get and bring with you in orcs. Is that. Okay, let's do that.
More enemies on the
Now I
way.
do want to build flip traps down here, and then flip traps up there to knock them down here, to then knock them across over to the water. As a matter of fact, we might do a couple of strategic locations for that.
Exactly. Bow
Yeah,
before
there really is no difference between the heroes other than the double jump, which doesn't really matter for the most part. The double jump is mediocre at best.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
A couple of them get a little far. They get a little far. But that's fine.
Another foe vanquished.
We apparently have a wind advisory today. Although that's a helicopter.
Not much of a
Mindlessness leads to demise.
But I'm not exactly sure what a wind advisory is. I mean, I'm in Tornado Valley.
even better.
I've actually seen a few in my time.
The big bad has been defeated.
So these have 13 range, right? So they're here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Not much of a leader
5,
at
6, 7,
all.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they can hit like up to here.
More enemies
So
on
that's
the way.
that's okay. All right, let's get this placed. Let's place it here, actually. Oh, and we don't have any money for anything else. Okay.
faster now.
It's not really going to help a ton yet, but once we have the rest of that bottom part filled out, it'll start helping a bunch. And then we'll have dart spitters up on the top,
There, boss.
and that's really just going to take care of anything big. So the big things from the bottom are what's going to cause us to struggle a little bit eventually.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me. I admire their resolve, but will protect the order.
Ah, see, you just start walking through them. How far will you get in campaign if you were there IRL? Well, me personally, probably pretty far. Pretty far, I think. I think I'll be able to beat it.
They will have to be better than that. This spot is perfect.
More enemies on the
Okay.
way!
Yeah, I think it'd be fine with it. Basement. The basement on Coliseum should have stairs on the other side of the map. Yeah, that would be cool. Or at least like have a way to open the other side, you know? Like, and I bring up the game BTD6 a lot. It's just, for me, it's a pinnacle of a tower defense game is BTD6. Like, if you ask me, you know, the number one, like, most true to its nature tower defense, I would say BTD6. And with that, they have on maps that you can like unlock spots to place traps by, you know, paying money into it. So you could, it's almost an investment to be able to place traps in a more
Make this even better.
efficient space. You just have to like pay to unlock the efficient space in the map itself. So at what point you do it and how you, or if you do it at all, is kind of up to you. So if they had something like that where you could, you know, either whack on it on the you know, the back wall to open it up, or if you could you know, spend money to unlock it or something like that within it, that would be, I think that would make a lot of sense and be pretty cool to see.
I won't let anyone into the rift. Mindlessness.
I really like OMDU as well. I really do. I wouldn't say, if someone's asked me today, I wouldn't say that it's the pinnacle of tower defense. As a matter of fact, I would kind of, even when it was around, I would kind of argue that it almost wasn't the pinnacle. I think BTD6 still has it good because, just because there is nothing other than a tower defense that it is. It's just purely tower defense. Whereas this is a third-person shooter. You know, so it has a third-person shooter element to it that not everybody likes who plays tower defense games.
They will have to be better than that.
Even though it is fun, I like it. I think it's fun, and sabotage is one of my favorite things to do. And having the hero be able to like upgrade and you know, kill everything, I think that was a lot of fun. But as far as a pinnacle 4-1, I'm not sure about that.
Not much of a leader at all.
It would definitely be probably my second or third option if I was to list my top 5.
Their boss.
It would be my second or third option, because I would put
More enemies on the way!
okay. Other than having
Try that again.
BTD6 or any of the Bloon franchises games or any of the Orcs games, I would say not Gym TD, but yeah, no, not Gym TD. Yeah, Gym TD, I think is what it was. Yeah, I would say Gym TD.
Now they know intense power.
I think that's a really good one. Your life is also your currency in that.
Not much of a. Could we make this even better?
beautiful sight.
TPP.
I hope Cygnus saw that.
I don't know if I'm familiar with TPP. I probably am. It's just not ringing a bell with the acronym.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
Well, there's Plants vs. Zombies, right? And then there's something else that's also kind of like in the same realm as Orcs. But I don't remember off the top of my head. Uh-oh.
Another foe vanquished.
Mr. Moneybags, I don't think so. Alright, Ballistas. Go ahead and just don't shoot him.
Exactly.
Alright, there we
Who was
go.
he the boss of?
Oh, that's right, they reduced third-person perspective. Oh, gotcha. You really think third person is best for a tower defense, huh?
The big bad has
Okay.
been defeated.
I mean, if you play like a lot of those custom games in Warcraft 3,
They will have to be better
which I
than
wouldn't
that.
recommend buying Reforged, because Reforged just kind of like sucks and stuff. But if you do like tower defense games, they do have that, and they do have some sort of, you know, it's a little bit, man, I just can't live at all.
Life does take a toll.
It is a little bit heavier in the player aspect of having a champion and stuff, or having a character that you play that not only kills things but also builds traps. There are some custom games out there. One of the things on Unchained was missing, I think, was modding, because you couldn't mod anything. You play both GMTD and Bloon. Oh, Kingdom Rush. Yeah. From Ironhide Studios. You're right. I forgot about that game.
Master now.
That's a fun game too. I like the art aspect of it. Nope.
Their boss.
Gotta watch them, you know.
Loss.
Yes. Kingdom Rush is also a good game. I like the voice acting in that a lot. I like the aesthetics a lot. The challenges are really cool too. For me, it doesn't have as much replayability as BTD6, but yeah, it's still a fun game. That's a good one.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me. The big bad has been defeated.
For those of you guys just joining, check out the links in both Twitch and YouTube. One's for the wiki, and the other one is for the Discord, the official OMD3 Discord. So check it out and enjoy yourselves, I guess. Just gonna do. Okay, more flip traps there. And then we're gonna start. We're probably gonna alternate down there, tar and plants, I think. When you defend his character, it is more like defense than just placing things to watch. Yeah, I agree. It has more of an immersive feel, but I'm not sure that's what makes a tower defense game a tower defense game, is the immersiveness in the game itself. I think that's an RPG. It's sort of an RPG and oh crap, that's not good. Alright, the rest of them will die.
Return to the rift, quick.
It's more like a 300 movie. Yeah, it does. But I think that property of a game, to have it feel more immersive by having the character, you know, really make a lot of a difference, or having like a single character.
Their boss.
I feel like that's maybe more of a RPG style role-playing thing. That's what I'm looking for. Not necessarily
The
RPG,
big
but
bad has been defeated.
yeah, Minecraft is. I imagine it would be okay, and just okay.
Not much of a leader at all.
You dumb ogre. Keeps getting like pushed off to the side. And he's not understanding what he needs to do.
Another foe vanquished.
As a matter of fact, since we have some flip traps there, let's just do that. Maybe
More
that'll help.
enemies on the way.
Floor scorchers, dude, you telling me, man? Preaching to the choir there. Yes, floor scorchers would be beautiful. I'd love them. Man, floor scorchers and boom barrel rollers. But yeah, you're right. If you could have floor scorchers at the very end down there, dude, freaking heck to the yeah. Naphtha sprayers, floor scorchers, even firecrackers on the sides here.
They will have to be better than that.
So when I think about tower defense games, I think about my time in college where I had a job that paid like minimum wage and I didn't really care about it, so I played, you know, I just Google searched tower defense games, and I played whatever was on like Newgrounds or board.com, that sort of stuff, instead of actually doing my job, which I got in trouble for, but you know, I didn't really care because I didn't care for the job and I was in college. You know, I was already broke and poor, so I didn't really, a job didn't change that. It just gave, you know, the school money so they could take it away from me, or it gave me money to give to the school so they could just use it, I guess.
The big bad has been defeated.
And the games that I played were all the sort of like top-down tower defense where you just place towers, upgrade them, sort of deals. You might have like a tower or something to assist in currency, some kind of an investment. And I remember those. Push traps might work here as well.
Mindlessness leads to demise.
The trap reset for the timer reduction. It's good. Every once in a while, one of these small guys tries to get through, like him. I don't know how he got through all that crap, other than the fact that I don't have any slow in the middle. Maybe I can get rid of this plank right here and put slow there, because I'm pretty sure they're all just running through the middle and not being slow. Or maybe that plant. I don't know.
I admire their resolve, but will protect the order.
Or maybe if I put plants back here, remove this row, put tar in this row, flip some plants.
Another foe vanquished.
Okay. I saw the mini map, something getting through. I didn't know what it was. Nope.
Not much of a leader at all.
Those guys will die eventually, I think. Okay. Just gonna do that. Let's do like one plant. Then we'll do tar, plant.
The big bad has been defeated.
Then tar, plant. And we'll just do plants on the back. And tar is up here.
Master now.
And we'll flip these guys that direction, I guess. And I don't need to do anything else with this. I could do butterflies here.
They will have to be better than that.
I can do butterflies here too.
Another foe vanquished.
Polymorph ring. I didn't play 2 enough. I don't know about polymorph ring, but if I was to guess, it would turn him into a chicken maybe. Such as the polymorph spell in Unchained on Sabotage. Bone amulet. Oh, speaking of bones, I was thinking, so some time ago on one of my streams. Somebody we were talking about making a Halloween update for this game and how cool it would be if they added something, and we were talking about a ghost. The idea of like a ghost, either a property for minions or an actual like minion itself that is a ghost. And basically what it would do is it would walk over traps and not trigger them, but it would be affected by traps. Oh, they're flying up to the top left. Some of them are dying. Some of them are making it through. And basically like brimstone and grinders, those would automatically affect them. But things like flip traps and haymakers and stuff, they wouldn't by default. And that would be cool because then you'd have to like, but they would be affected by nope. They would be affected by start focusing here. All the traps, it's just they wouldn't trigger them because they'd be ethereal, right? They wouldn't trigger them, but they'd be affected by them. I think that'd be cool. Watching the new BTD6 map, or looking at the new BTD6 map, I was looking at the... Ooh, that's going to be a lot of guys flying off. That's good. I was looking at the update itself has, like, where when you pop balloons, there's a lot of bones that pop out, and I was thinking about the bones and thinking about how cool it had the skeleton minions. Either have the skeletal property where they just look like bones, or there's an actual minion itself that's a skeleton minion, and it would maybe not take physical damage, or maybe it just wouldn't be affected by auto attacks, something like that. You know, similar to like skeletons in D&D or in just kind of folklore in general. Ghost should be weak. Oh yeah. That'd be cool. Weak to lightning. They wouldn't trigger any lightning traps. Okay, something killed it. Okay, that was a ballista. Alright, there we go. We're good there. One of the bad things about popping the trap reset trinket is that all of your traps go on cooldown at the same time if they all are triggered at the same time. So you have to be careful with that, of course. Alright, so we're gonna do butterflies like that, and then plant there. We're slowly being drained of our lives. I don't know how effective this is for that super late game.
More enemies on the way.
Okay. Well, I'm supposed to be going to the pumpkin patch today. Me and the girl are getting out. However, it's not going to be until later because I asked her to take a half day, and she was kind of not wanting to take a half day, and I get it, but it's going to be 5 o'clock. It's going to be dark at 7 and cold. I was trying to get there. I wanted to get there during the earlier parts of the day. Her job has a bunch of issues right now where people are leaving, and she's sticking around. And it's stressing her out, but she doesn't want to leave them.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
There's those guys, yeah. Would you be able to win campaign with one life? Yeah, of course.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
Wait, do you mean like one rift point, or do you mean like my character can only die once and he doesn't come back if he's dead? With one rift point, I've already done that because you can't lose. If you lose a rift point, then you don't get 5 skulls. That's 5 skulled everything on campaign, and on endless actually, and on endless you have to lose lives. Yeah, I like Charm in this. As a matter of fact, if I wasn't bringing Stone Staff, I probably would bring Charm. Charm is pretty good. Alright, we need to
More enemies on the way.
I hope they don't stick around up there. I really need to pump out a bunch of ice darts there. Ice spitters. Ice dart spitters? I mean, one of the things they haven't fixed yet, which I'm still confused about, is the skin for the wall blades. Nope. It's like that A should have been caught in the very beginning, but wasn't. Let's see. Can only die once, and if that was easy, then add no damage onto it. Can only die once. I don't know. That's gonna be tough. And the one that I think would be tough on is Colosseum, because you would like to have all of the firelings blow up on you rather than your barricades, and so you might choose to run down there, fight them off with some melee weapon, and have them blow up on you and try and survive it as much as you can. But that would of course require you to die every once in a while. It's definitely doable.
I need restoration.
Because the amount of damage things do on Endless is much higher than what they end up doing normal. Alright, pop that there. Oh yeah,
More enemies
that
on the
there.
way.
Some of them are hitting it, some of them aren't. That's fine. It's going to weed out some of them. And then we'll do a similar on the left side, except we'll use lots of ice darts to do lots of damage to everything.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
Not much of a leader at all.
From the looks of it, we will soon have everything kind of fully trapped, I think. Pretty soon, unless we die before then.
Their boss, their
Oh.
loss.
Those sneakers, man. There's always one.
I admire their resolve, but will protect the order.
I think it's kind of redundant to have
They will have to
two
be
butterfly
careful
traps
of
stacked on
that.
top of each other like I have. So I'm gonna get rid of two of them.
Their boss.
Because they really
their
don't,
loss.
I'm pretty sure they don't do anything. Because it affects an area, and everything in that area currently is affected, so.
More enemies on the way.
Alright, so we'll do that. Do another plant. Yep. Without weapons, I don't know. I doubt it, because the hard waves are waves 1 through 3, and weapons are kind of necessary. Now, what a weapon is still in question, because currently they have listed the Ice Amulet as a weapon. Now, if Ice Amulet was counted as a trinket, then yes, you could do it with Ice Amulet instead. Yeah, the first war scenario is there will be some maps that you can do it easily without a weapon at all, but there's definitely some that are going to require one, just because traps are going to go on cooldown,
Who is the master now?
and it's going to be pretty impossible to win without it.
Mindlessness leads to demise.
Yep. Light Orcs, and this Knoll's just getting tossed, man. He's getting Dude jerked around. Wow.
I won't let anyone into the
Okay.
ring.
And then what? Do we do... So we double stack it like that, so that way the big guys are affected by it, and the little guys. Oh, and that. Okay. And that'll keep everything down there.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
Hopefully we don't have too many things coming up here. I haven't eaten yet. I need to eat, but we'll lose for...
Foe vanquished.
Also, I didn't get good sleep, so my eyes are burning.
Exactly who was he the boss of?
That's what they make caffeine for.
Their boss, their loss. Another foe vanquished.
Now here's a real challenge. Beat the campaign
Even their strongest
blindfolded.
mean nothing before me.
That's a real challenge.
More enemies on the way.
Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty. They're like running into the middle and are not. There's no slow for them, so I think it would be safe to have this row slow, then flip, then then doing plants behind it. Maybe it's a maybe.
Such a beautiful sight.
Money bags. Oh, orc,
The
nope.
rift has been compromised.
Money bags, I need you to give me your gold, my dude. Alright. I got him with one of those,
The big bad has been defeated.
okay.
They will have to
I think
be
we're
better than that.
fine. This is a much harder wave every time Moneybags comes out. Significantly harder. Yeah, guys getting stuck in the ground. That happens a lot. Which is good for you, I guess, unless they get stuck in the ground outside of the map. Then it's not.
They will have to be better than that. I hope Cygnus saw that. Another foe vanquished.
Show an astral amulet lets you summon ghosts of archers and warriors to fight with you. It's
Never
perfect.
the
Oh.
plan.
Well, I guess I didn't lose a life there.
Exactly who was he
So how do
the
I want to
boss
do
of?
this? I don't want to put... I guess I'll do ice.
Cygnus
Pretty
is
much all the way
never as
through.
good at this, isn't he?
And when I get back here... I think I'll just do ice the whole way. I think I'll do ice the entire ceiling. And not worry about flip traps until after the ice is finished on the ceiling. Or maybe, yeah, I think I need to sell this flower and do a tar there. That would be cool, and that would make it better for Endless to bring archers. If you could summon the ghost of the archers. I wish that Trap Reset Trinket kind of like brought them back. Or maybe that could be like a secondary effect of the healing trinket or something. Because then you have to sell them and rebuy them, and then they die immediately. But if you have like a ghost version of them that are temporary but invulnerable, I think that would help a lot.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me. I won't let anyone into the rift! I admire their resolve, but will protect the Order. Bow before my powers! I'm low on mana. I'm falling? I'm back to finish
More enemies
my
on
job.
the way!
No time meter. G needs better runes to use traps. Okay. That would help. Yeah, I don't know. If you don't have to 5-skull it, then maybe. Maybe it is really doable with that. He tried. Nope, he tried. Oh, nope. Kind of need to chill back here and just wait for him.
The big bad has been defeated. Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
I get traps not doing more damage, but I kind of wish that auto attacks did more damage to like over the course of the map or the game.
Exactly who was he the boss of?
I don't know if I could ever do that. 1 life, no weapons. / damage. Run with 5 skulls. Wait. Can we bring a weapon and not do damage with it? Like this stone staff?
More enemies on the way!
Because if I can bring a weapon and not do damage, I'm fine. Stone staff. Easy. But if I can't bring a weapon, that means no ice amulet, no stone staff. And that makes it tough. Because then you don't get your own crowd control. And then I can let runners run if I need to. Okay. Well then, yeah, that should be easy enough.
Their boss, their loss. Another foe vanquished. Who is the master now?
I think we'll sell... We might actually just sell this flower right here.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
That one. Where's the other one at? Oh. Okay.
They will have to be better than that.
There we go. Alright, good.
Couldn't be better.
That should help. I think. I hope.
More enemies on the way!
And this up here should hopefully help with the money bag waves.
Another foe vanquished. I hope Cygnus saw
I've only see when minions get stuck in the floor. I've only seen very heavy enemies do that, but I'm not gonna. I'll go ahead and imagine that any minions can do that, but I've never seen minions other than. Oh no, I have. I've seen heavy orcs do it. Never mind. Yeah, so I don't want to put haymakers next to the gates.
I admire their resolve, but will protect the Order.
Hardest part of the run is no damage part because archers. Now here's another question. Can you beat an endless map with no damage traps? Only physics.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
And weapons and trinkets and stuff. That'd be an interesting one to do. I'm pretty sure none's getting through that, to include me.
This is truly embarrassing. I won't let that happen again. Such a beautiful sight.
No weapon run, you can use your body blocking to force minions to chase you. Yes, but you won't be able to do anything to runners. And there are quite a few runners at the beginning of Coliseum at level 1.
Even their
Or wave
strongest
1,
be
I should say.
nothing before me. Another wise choice by the great Vol.
I will finally learn what is down here.
I've returned. Won't the orcs be surprised?
Yeah, but they take forever to kill things. That's the only problem with them. Like when you combine them with damage traps, they really shine. But just by themselves, they kind of they take their time, which is not super ideal. Oh, the pasta machine broke yesterday. We're making pasta with our hands. Yikes. That's gonna be rough. Runners like grinders. Yeah.
Not much of a leader at all.
But if you have a lot of them, then grinders might... Because grinders will soak up other things as well. I'm a little confused with where that earth elemental just went.
Their boss, their loss.
Or that earthling, I mean. Yep.
The big bad has been defeated. Now they know.
Alright, it's helping with the guys on top. The, all the ice that I have. It's helping with the guys on top.
Mindlessness leads to demise.
2 grinders. I mean, it should. It's just when you're on Coliseum, you have grinders, or you have runners from the bottom, and you have runners from the top on both sides. Kind of a lot of runners, and also on sludge shelves. Is that what it is? 3rd or 4th map. There's a lot of runners on that too. With TNT archers, and that combo is pretty deadly if you're trying to kite things into your kill blocks and run them against the grinders. Also, you'll have to be careful with split stairs, the one with the 2 stairs, the staircases, because you can't shoot or take out the sappers from afar. At least, if you're to play safely, that's how I.
More enemies on the way.
Try and sneak through, man. Try and sneak. Oh, you know what? I bet they're hitting diagonals. I bet they're going diagonally through the flip traps. What? Oh, I didn't see that.
They will have to be better than that. before my powers.
Yeah, good question. Do you do YouTube? I know I'm pretty sure I've seen a few videos of yours on YouTube. But is that something you're trying to do a lot of?
Their boss,
Ah.
their law.
Slowly but surely, our lives are
Even
being
their
drained from us.
strongest mean nothing before me.
Trying to set it up to where we don't have problems with the little guys. The little guys are just running straight through.
Who is the master now?
Oh. As a matter of fact, this wave either doesn't have a lot of them or we really took care of a lot of
They will
them.
have to be better than that.
And I don't really understand how we could have taken care of them. So, yeah, I don't think it had very many.
Not much of a leader at all.
And then in the up here in the front, we'll do
Their boss, their loss.
probably just all dart spitters. I'm thinking maybe like back here we'll do the haymakers
Another
in like
foe
this section right here.
vanquished.
I don't even know if we can go here. Probably not. Well, yeah, for the big guys, I guess. And I don't know if it'll hit the small guys.
More enemies on the way.
Yeah. It's all about fun, not about efficiency. That's the wind. Yeesh. The community stuff they had, which they have it for Planet Zoo. I don't know if I talked about this yet, but they had it for Planet Zoo where you breed and sell back a certain amount of species of whatever in their community events. And then, of course, in Unchained, they had started having community events when they released Yilin and the Chinese expansion thing, Chinese update.
Not much of
They
a
need that.
leader at all.
I mean, I would like to see that here, to be like, you know, a bonus of 10 skulls if you kill X amount of orcs, and I mean they could do that pretty easily and pretty quickly. But like kill them in a certain fashion, form or fashion, like with flip traps or with butterfly traps or something,
Exactly. Who was he
to make it
the
something
boss of?
achievable but also hard to achieve at the same time. It'd be cool.
The big bad has been.
And it would show new players that it's a community, sort of like a community vibe to it.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me. They will have to be
There we
better
go.
than that. More enemies on the way.
Behemoth, you got a lot of knowledge, man. You could definitely make some good videos. Especially if you run those challenges through. Your own challenges. Alright. The movie theater floor. Okay. Yeah, I always cringe every time I use my trap reset trinket before wave 60 or a wave divisible by 5. Oh, hello.
their strongest mean nothing before me. Sickness.
Ow.
Protect the order. Death does truly suck. Exactly who was he the boss of?
Okay.
Another foe vanquished. The big bad has been defeated.
Stars and corners?
Their boss, their loss.
Where are stars and corners?
More enemies on the way!
Ooh, that armored ogre is trying to go somewhere.
Not much of a
He's
leader.
been frozen for a while, though. Oh, hello, Fire Elemental. Don't think so, Buster. At least Haymakers still affect heavy minions. Nope. Tars. Oh.
They will have to be better than that.
I mean, you are right about the duration. Like, they are more effective when enemies run straight through them.
Exactly who was he the boss
That's
of?
when they're most effective. They're least effective in the corners. Okay.
Another foe
That's cool, Brad. We, yeah, the beginning was... Wave 10 was probably the hardest to get through with this setup. Which I think Wave 10 might generally just be the hardest to get through, like, with any setup. But this one specifically was a bit of a challenge.
I won't let anyone into the rift. Such a beautiful sight. Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
Okay.
They won't
Nope.
expect this.
Easy to do Haymakers there.
Enemies on the way.
It's okay, I guess.
Could we make this even better?
I'm doing almost no damage now with the auto attacks. So what are the cutoff between campaign and endless? Not for this map. For this map, there's only 6 waves on campaign. Yeah. As a matter of fact, the only one I've seen have the most amount of waves I've seen is
Their boss.
Now they know.
If you glitch the endless into story mode, It is the first endless unique map
Won't let anyone into the rift.
called Switchback, and that has 9 waves. Most maps
Exactly who was he the boss
are less
of?
than that.
Who is the master now? Efficient placement equals efficient killing.
9 waves in Coliseum. Okay. There you go.
This should work.
More enemies on the way.
So 9 waves will be the most you'll get.
I hope Cygnus saw that.
Yeah, and glitching switchbacks into having waves in a part time is probably the hardest like part-time type map you can get. It's really just hard to make that that time cut off. There we go. Alright. Now I would typically try and do butterfly, but they seem to be running through the middle, so butterfly isn't really going to do us a whole lot of good here.
The big bad has been defeated. They will have to be better than that.
Okay. Let's get a few more haymakers.
This spot is perfect.
I guess we can do haymakers here, and then did I mess them up? No, that corner's messing it up.
Even
Okay.
their strongest mean
The
nothing
2 haymakers
before
there, and then dart spitters the rest of the way, and
me. More enemies
more
on
flip
the
traps.
way. This will not happen again. Coming back to life does take a toll.
Ballistas are still working, so that's cool. Thought he might be getting through.
Not much of a leader at all. Now they know intense power.
Also on Endless, the difficulty starts out as War Mage, so if you're able to beat it on War Mage the first 5 levels,
Even their strongest
then
mean
you can beat it
nothing
the first
before
5 levels
me.
on War Mage as well. Which is why on Wave 10, you have to wait till Wave 10 for money bags to come out. It's because there is no money bags on Wave 5 on Story Mode. Alright, flip trap, flip him. Nice. Alright, Armored Ogre, you're coming with me.
No!
Crap.
The order needs
I tried.
me! I just needed to return to the rift quickly.
Oh, nice. They got him. Okay, let's run up here.
More enemies on the way. For this.
Yeah, I would like to see, you guys know I talk about a lot. Ow. That was weird. It pinching my hand. Probably got carpal tunnel or something. I talk about balloons tower defense a lot. I think it'd be neat if they had,
Exactly who was he the boss of?
as they do in balloon tower defense, a reverse map, or like a way to play a map in reverse. So instead of defending the rift from the orcs, you would actually be defending the entrances from the orcs coming out of the rift. So this would be their spawn point, and they'd be trying to go to
I
both
admire
gates.
their resolve, but will protect the order.
I think that would be interesting. And maybe not every gate is open every time, and so then you'd switch between whatever gates they have to defend. Meaning your defenses are probably best served closer to the gates, maybe. It would. I think that would be very interesting to see what they could do with that. Just again, another BTD6 thing that they could do.
The big bad has been defeated.
I swear I'm not getting paid by them. I just think they did a lot of things right.
Sickness was never as good at this as me.
And now we wait for this to happen. The tower.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
All right. Okay, there we go.
More enemies on the way.
All right, 65. Let's see. See how we do. Oh. That guy almost snuck.
Another foe vanquished.
Oh, money bags, my good friend. I need you.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
I don't know if I can keep in stone.
Their boss, their loss.
Oh crap. I guess I need to kill you more. Oh, come on.
Stop them quickly.
Oh, what? Oh, what?
The big bad has been defeated.
Alright, Ballista, help me out here. Ah, nice. Alright, I had to focus on that one. Whew.
Exactly who was
Okay.
he the boss of?
Do plant. We're gonna do tar up here. There.
Not much
And
of
we'll
a
do tar there.
leader at
We'll do
all.
that plant there.
I won't let anyone into the ring. They will have to be better than that.
Could we make this even better?
More enemies on the way.
You know what's wrong with this one? I figured it out. The reason this is not like the other endless is because every wave you're supposed to have like cumulatively more minions coming out, but when it goes to wave 66, you have not very many. 67, still not very many, but like more big guys. And then it just kind of keeps going up until it gets to that next like divisible by 5, and then it starts over. And oh no, no, no! And it doesn't give you very much, and then it gives you, and it just kind of keeps giving you a little bit more and more. I think if they had the amount of minions and then they just kept adding every wave, then you would see something similar to the other ones where you could have actually a lot of money. But I think that's a problem because the kill streaks are not very big until you get to those waves of 5.
The big bad has been defeated.
That's what I think's happening here. Because this wave is very short. Wave 65 is very long.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
Yeah.
Not much of a leader at all.
Just do a bunch of 30-second clips. I don't know if you can do any sort of like melding them together at all, but that'd be pretty neat.
More enemies on the way.
If you're able to do the challenge or any challenge you set.
Another foe vanquished.
Yeah, that'd be a cool video to make. I know I sort of covered something like that in a like I don't know, what is it, like a top 10 list or a beginner guide? Yeah, like 30-minute beginner guide for this game. But
Who was he?
I don't really remember what. I don't know if those guys take health or not. I imagine they would. But I don't know if I covered actual synergy of traps. But I did cover like ice, you know, frozen enemies take more damage from physical and ice sources, and then stoned enemies take more damage from physical only.
Not much of a leader.
Stuff like that. Yeah, because see, this wave as well was very short. There wasn't that additive amount of enemies for this, which I think is one of the reasons why people are able to get to wave 400 and 500 on this map, instead of the other maps where you can only get to like 150 before you lag out. It's because they don't have very many minions, and every 5 waves it kind of resets that counter instead of just keeps it going.
They will have to be better than that.
From what I can tell. Alright, come here. There we go.
More enemies on the way.
You think it was? I wasn't planning on making it so long. I was hoping it wouldn't be that long. But there's so much to cover, you know. And there's a handful of changes from Unchained, such as the fact that you have to have a full square open and not a half square, which I got so used to in Unchained, I guess. It took me a little bit to figure that one out. And there's no, well, and the other thing is there's no tutorial, like, for new players. That part I just don't really understand, because the one in Unchained was amazing, right? You had more traps than you could ever have in an area, and you can watch. I might have lost slide. You can watch as the traps are efficient, and you can see how the traps kind of come together to make a big, nice combo kill box. And you can see all of the combos that are happening, but
Another foe vanquished.
okay, talking about like min-maxing it, yeah, sure. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. You just easily search it, and then yeah, they're everywhere. All right, so let's do
More enemies on the way. By the
That.
great fall.
And that. I guess we'll stick with that for now. I don't know. They're just gonna like derp around up there, I guess. Do we lose on wave 69 for the meme?
Has been defeated.
I don't know if I can lose.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
Oh, hang on. Still messages. Oh crap.
Exactly who was he the
Oh
boss
yeah?
of?
Behemoth, I see the picture you sent, the image.
Not
Or I can
much
pull it
of
up
a
on
leader
stream.
at all.
Is here. Zigzag it. That is a pretty efficient way to do it.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
But what are you trying to accomplish with that? Or is that just? Oh no, because you have to upgrade.
Their boss, their loss.
That buddy was ragdoll.
They will have to be better than that.
Not much of a leader at all.
Oh, is that for using tars? The most efficient way to place tars?
Even their
Or the most
strongest
efficient
mean
way to use them?
nothing before me. Their boss, their loss.
Couldn't be better.
More enemies on the way!
Now that map you have that picture on, that's a fun map to play endless on.
Exactly who was he the boss of?
Gotcha. Was that for the archers to like shoot up on that area or on the bridge? Or is that just like a blueprint for how to set up barricades for floor traps to like do damage and all that?
Anyone into the rift. The big bad has been defeated. I won't let anyone into the rift.
Okay.
Another foe vanquished.
Right there.
He's like perpetually frozen. Nice. Good stuff. That's what I needed.
Efficient placement equals
Matter
efficient
of fact, I
killing.
probably should put it right here. Keep everything right here so it all dies
Even their strongest mean nothing
and
before
runs
me.
backwards and dies there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
who
the
was
ballista
the boss
damage
of?
nerf is kind of rough, man. It's now down to 75, and then consecutive shots of arcane do 100 because it adds 25 damage to each hit. So it's 75 for the first shot, 100 for the rest. Instead of 100 to 125 like it was.
Not much of a leader at all.
All that means is it's going to take longer to kill the big guys. I think if anything, they should have shortened the range.
Their boss, their loss.
They wanted to nerf it. But I think they should have fixed it first before they nerfed it. Although I guess their nerf was probably for story mode. It's how much time it takes first minion to pass 1 stars on cards.
I won't let anyone
Okay.
into the rift.
Gotcha. Alright, let's go assist this guy in dying, because he's trying to live. Nope, not quite. There we go. See, I don't know if I need the spike walls. See, I probably could have gotten away with doing
Enemies on the way.
arrow walls there. Fire arrow walls. Maybe. Two tars only without corners. Oh, you're comparing corner placements to regular placements. I gotcha.
Was he the boss of?
I mean, if you did like the test on front lawn and then you made a diagonal path versus making or like a zigzagging path versus making a straight path, because I think that the more amount of time they spend on the tar, the more effective it becomes. So theoretically, them walking straight through tar is going to affect them more than cornering tar.
The big bad has been defeated.
Yeah, it depends on the enemy. I think I have the speeds listed in the tar and the wiki there, and I think that some of them,
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
because it lasts a certain amount of time, the viscous tar upgrade lasts a certain amount of time.
Their boss.
And
their boss.
I'm pretty sure that is a I think there's a few minions that will lose the slowdown before they get to the next tar if you put them 2 squares between each other. Alright, sorry, I had to sneeze. Which tower can be beaten with wave 1 traps? But the boss is the only problem. Yeah. Well, even the boss, if you have like a weapon, you can probably easily beat the boss. Oh no, look at that. Look at the top right.
Another foe vanquished.
They're struggling to walk through now. No. We might have reached that critical point. It's funny to watch them fly though. Still. We're getting close to some kind of. It's so, yeah. The stutter is not due to the amount of minions that are on the screen. It's definitely due to the speed in which they move, and the calculations. I think it has to do with the calculations that the computer has to do in regards to that.
They will have to be better than that. The big bad has been defeated. I won't let anyone into the rift.
I probably could have done it without the flowers, actually. The flowers are nice, but well, I don't know. I guess they're pretty important down here because they really clump up down here. Maybe I don't really need them at the top. Maybe I get rid of the flowers here and the flowers down there and just do tar. But I do want to do more ice first because I got butterflies on the walls here, and it's going to push everything back. And if they're frozen, they can't get affected by the plant. So,
Not
yeah.
much of a leader at all.
I would like to see the diagonal spaces to be for both wall and ceiling traps. The slanted spaces. Now that would be neat.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
leader at all.
I admire their resolve, but will protect the Order. The big bad has been defeated. More enemies on the way!
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And then if something else, I was reading your post in the Discord. I think on top of that, what they could do is have gates only open during certain difficulty levels. You could have like the same kind of minions and stuff coming from other ones, and then of course like a couple of them have multiple gates, but maybe there's like an extra gate or a secret gate that opens if it's Rift Lord that doesn't open on Apprentice or War Mage. I think that'd be pretty interesting to see.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
I don't know. There's a lot of things they could do with the game that would be cool, that they haven't done yet. They could definitely take from other games quite a bit, I think. But again, haven't done yet.
How can I die like this? I'm mad now. Who is the
Well,
master now?
sort of. I mean, the one in Unchained didn't hurt. For a new player, it didn't hurt my creativity at all. Like for a new player, I had no idea what I was doing because Unchained was my first Orcs game I played. So I appreciated a lot. I appreciated the
I won't let anyone
Unchained way of showing a tutorial. I don't think it took away from the game at all.
You won't expect this.
It just kind of showed me not to place floor spikes everywhere, you know, which is something that new players do.
Exactly. Who
They just,
know
you know, nothing but floor spikes. And there's really no way to learn it from that other than just thinking to try new things, I guess. But you're given floor spikes and you're told to put them on the floor, and you're told to put floor spikes and air walls, and that's it. Which I think air walls are better for that first level, but that's kind of what it shows you to do. So for someone who may not play it at all, it can definitely be a bit of a challenge and maybe a little bit of an annoyance.
Not much of a leader at all.
Okay. How did I get down to 3 lives? When did I lose life number 4? I don't remember losing life number 4. Interesting.
Their boss, their loss.
Yeah, that's true, but they'll... I mean, I'm not sure that they even, like, talked about alternating traps for combos, or even talked about combos in general. Like, if there was, like, its own separate combo tutorial of a map that you don't have access to, like a tutorial map itself, and the combos are kind of set up already. I mean, like a Tarbrim Spike is a pretty frequent thing that you would do, so if they showed Tarbrim Spike, I mean, I wouldn't hate them for it. For someone who's never played Orcs, they might not realize that nothing but floor spikes is not a great idea, even though that's what you start off with, is nothing but floor spikes. I mean, in a way, I like to think that the traps that you unlock through playing per each level is specific for the level you unlock it for. But, you know, I don't know if that's what they intended.
They will have to be better than that.
I don't really need any more flip traps, so we'll do ballistas, I guess.
Efficient placement equals efficient killing. More enemies on the way!
Not much of a leader at all.
The big bad has been defeated.
You would think. In life, yes, you kind of have to, but in video games, not everybody does. Not everybody learns from the mistakes. But, I mean, even if you show them, they still may not. They still may not, like, learn from what you're showing them. Because you show them what a kill box looks like, and then you take away all the traps except for floor traps, or floor spikes, and they have no choice but to use nothing but floor spikes. Maybe they should start you off with a few,
Their boss, their loss.
a few different traps, because it's really hard to get combos on that first level. Like, just on accident, and it's hard to know what combos even do for you. Unless you want to read a wall of text. Then you can learn that way, I guess. But, I don't know. They did it for Unchained. I don't remember if they did it for 1 or 2. But the Unchained one helped me out a lot learning how to play the game. Maybe once the game is more fleshed out and they have a lot more traps, and they look freaking cool like they did in Unchained, then maybe it'd make more sense then.
Not much of a leader at all.
They will have to be better than that.
For all those of you who are watching, for anybody somebody that's new, check out the links in both the Twitch and YouTube description. One's for the wiki, and one is for the OMD3 Discord. Feel free to check it out, join the Discord, talk about stuff, talk to Jews. Talk to the rest of us. Ask questions, find answers. Or go to Reddit. Reddit has a page too.
The big bad has been defeated. Another foe vanquished.
That is true.
Enemies on the way.
But if they don't understand that they're supposed to be alternating traps and getting combos,
Has been defeated.
then they may not like even try to build that way and think that just raw damage or raw power is the way to go. I mean, maybe not necessarily have it, like maybe have the tutorial suggest instead of have everything pre-built, you know? Or like just have it show an example of what one looks like.
Leader at all.
Yeah, because they do that like the picture thing, and then they can like show you do tar to slow, and then to clump everything up, and then do a stun to clump everything up, and then do a floor spike to kill everything, or something. Yeah, something like that. Like use brimstone. Even though I'm pretty sure the brimstone thing does say that, and I think they talk about it whenever kobolds come up, like the audio for the character says something about runners and taking care of them. I don't remember, but
Their boss, their loss.
yeah, they could cover something similar to that. Similar to like just general weaknesses of enemies. Alright, we want him to stand up, and nice. We want him to stay right there. There we go. Get knocked. Oh, I got a lot of money still. I really don't know. Do I want to do...
More enemies on the way.
I guess I just want to do more ballista.
By the great fall.
Kind of want to do more flip traps back here, maybe. Man, I should have got better sleep. I've been having a problem waking myself up like in the middle of the night.
Will have to be better than
I think it's just been this week. But last night it might have been because of all the wind.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
Either that or I'm getting old. I have a couple of gray hairs.
Who is the master now?
That is working superbly.
Their boss, their loss.
Well, you read the same guy saying the same sentence.
Even their strongest mean
Talking
nothing
about
before me.
figuring out the puzzle or whatever. I disagree.
I won't let anyone into the rift.
Well, how did those miss? He's right there.
The order
I don't
needs
know.
me. Let's try that again.
I guess we should put him over here then. Or maybe we should do these.
They will have to be better than that.
And I could do spike walls there and there. And,
More enemies on the way.
I don't know. Butterflies here, I guess. The hard wave.
Not much of a leader at all.
All right, we'll beat this wave. Oh crap! I'll sell stuff. As a matter of fact, I might be able to let you go through. No, I want to make sure that I beat wave 80. I'll sell stuff. I'll let this go through. Or I'll let things go through after the next level. Sell stuff, and from there, I will hop off, make some lunch, some late lunch. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, but I'll make lunch.
Another foe vanquished.
And then possibly get on some League, maybe some Age of Empire. Or actually, maybe the game I'm planning on playing tomorrow, I might start today, because I don't know how long it takes to beat, because I've never played before.
Even their strongest mean nothing before me.
Like I said, I was playing this. A viewer coming to one of my videos asked to for me to beat this because they're having problems with it, and the one that I have on there is outdated.
Not much of a leader
Because that was from before they added the fire elementals. So this should do the trick.
They will have to be better.
Well, I don't mean like give them all to them, but well, maybe like let's see, what does BTD do? They have like a square and they have you click.
Our rift is fading.
Oh crap! Oh crap! I leave for like 2 seconds. They have you like click and place a tower to go to a specific spot, right? Like that's what they have you do. So that way you learn from it. All right, that should be fine. Get rid of a lot of these plants here. Probably just everything in the middle row.
Their boss, their loss.
You'd think they would die already. How much health does he have? Okay, he's almost dead. Yep.
Exactly who was he the boss of?
Okay. Hopefully that's enough to let 2 guys through.
More enemies on the way.
But that way you could be like in a map and you're playing through it or whatever. But before you start, it says, you know, place a barricade here. You place a barricade, and then it tells you why. And then, and it'll be a tutorial map itself, so not any of the maps that you already play. And then it'll say, you know, here's how you unlock these and I don't know. I just feel like there's really not enough for a new player. Like if I was to just open it up, because I've seen people play, I've watched other people play from the first time, and they go through several maps just trying to do nothing but like floor spikes and barricades and stuff. So
I won't let anyone into the rift.
yeah, that's also true. Or a lot of games have it to where you can wall off.
No one challenge me.
Like what you're doing. All right, Bradley. Hey, you take care, man. The next stream will be maybe, I don't know how long, an hour, maybe 2 hours. I'll have to talk to T-Wall and see what he's doing, to see when we can play League and if we're gonna play anything else. I could play Among Us until we play League, but I gotta cook, so. Yeah, I just feel like they're missing something for the new players. Let's check the stats in case anyone cares to see. Damage from traps, damage dealt. Most of it's from traps. As a matter of fact, score, most of it's from combos. Most of your scores are from combos. Yeah, but not everybody thinks that way. And I think one of the other things that is a little bit different than other tower defense games that might catch new people off guard, if they're coming from the tower defense genre, is the fact that they can't upgrade, like in game, like while they're playing the map, they cannot upgrade their traps, which is something that a lot of tower defense games allow you to do. Yeah, I understand that, and that's true. You don't need to. If you win, why change it? But some people do like to go for score, right? Like you can win and not get a high score, but if you look at the leaderboard for score, then you might want to do that. And if you like speed running, then if you have some sort of way to track, how fast you speed, through things, and you'll try new things for speed, you'll try new things for score. I just know that not everybody has the mindset to always try new methods, right? Like they just in their mind they want something to work and they'll try it until they like 100% know that it doesn't work, and then they'll like move on to something else, or they'll think that it's a little bit too confusing or they won't get something. I don't know. But I know that does exist out there for those really casual players who don't really want to have to think a whole lot for themselves, I guess. I don't know how to word that. Oh, and do I have any? Yes, I do. From a while ago, because I hadn't played for a bit. Maybe once else. Okay. So I don't know. It's hard to say if they do need anything better. They don't really have anything at all talking about combos or talking about yeah. I think it's nice when they add the trap to the level that it works well on. I think that's nice because then it kind of like encourages you to say, okay, I've got this new trap for this level, now I can use it for this level, and then see how it works, and then go from there. But I don't know. It's just a thought. I liked what they had in Unchained. It really kind of told you what something should look like, how it behaves whenever it's a fleshed out and efficient kill box, and then you go in and you have like the beginning traps. If they had sandbox, then yeah. If they had sandbox mode, and even if you had to like beat the level to play in sandbox mode, I think that'd be freaking easy. They wouldn't need a tutorial at all. They could just say, hey, test things out in sandbox mode. I would love that. Start any wave off. So if you're having difficulty on wave 3, you just play wave 3 over and over again and take whatever traps you need and whatever kind of money you need or whatever. How much ever you typically have at that point, or try and do a certain level with like a minimalistic value. I wish they had Sandbox, and then Sandbox also would like display information about each trap and you know how long enemies were slowed by each trap and like where they were. And well, I mean, in a way, it doesn't really tell you enough, I don't think. Like for me to get the damage values of each individual arrow from an arrow wall, I had to put up an arrow wall, play endless. I knew I had to lose, pick up an orc, toss him over the edge, have him walk in front of the arrow wall while recording it, then take it over into a video editor to play it back at frame by frame to count how many arrows hit the orc and how many arrows missed the orc, just to figure out how much damage each arrow did. And I had to do it 4 times because you have an upgrade. I just wanted to make sure that you know, it went 7 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10. And it's just like, if I had an easier way to do that in maybe more of a realistic sandbox environment, then I would be much happier and it would be much easier to get those numbers. But or if they just made their own wiki and put the numbers themselves because they have all the data. I guess that would work too. And then we could just test what the numbers they think it's supposed to be or what they have programmed, and then we could test it and tell them whether or not we're seeing that in the game. But I don't know. Anyways, I hope the next update comes out soon. And by soon, I mean not like this proverbial soon that they keep tossing out. I mean like next week. You know? Like, I don't know. Maybe Halloween is when they're trying to release it without, of course, doing any kind of Halloween update. Or skins or anything from what I can tell. But we shall see. We shall see. Do I still hold the record here? Hang on. Do I still hold the record? Fuck! Damn it! Silja took the fucking record. I'm gonna have to beat it. Ah, God damn it! I don't have a whole day. Oh boy. It's gonna take like 8 hours, man. Okay. Yeah, but for a tower defense game, I mean, a lot of tower defense is all about min-maxing. You see the damage that your tower does, you know the type of damage your tower does, you know what's weak to it, and it's about, you know, the efficiency of trap placement or tower placement, but it's also about min-maxing the range and the damage type going to the right places. You know, the amount of damage isn't necessarily as much as or as important as other things. As a matter of fact, I don't know of any tower defense game I've ever played that doesn't give you the damage. Like, or at least the damage value. And a lot of them have like some sort of RNG number, right? Like this through that, or in the or even like Bloons Tower Defense, for example, they don't have damage numbers. However, whenever you pop a balloon, the tower that popped it shows that it popped it. So then you can go into sandbox mode, use that tower, and see how frequently it attacks and how much damage it does whenever it attacks things. Well, sure, but there are those min-max kind of people out there, and there's the greed kind of people out there, and they don't have any greed in this map either, or in this game either. There's no kind of investment or greed, and I think they need to add that. But they keep saying they want to play test everything to double check it and make sure it's not going to be overpowered, you know. But then they release a game where you can essentially break it and play any story mode endless, and you know, I don't know. They didn't play test that one, I guess. Which I see people keep talking about in Reddit. They're like, "Oh, my game's broken. It's endless only." It's just like, well, yeah. And I get that. And the game is supposed to be fun. No, not calculated, not stressful. A fun game to play. But, I mean, I'll get the numbers eventually, right? It's just if they could provide them versus me having to find them, you know. And the other thing is, I guess, with me finding the numbers is I can find bugs. Blade staff is the strongest. For your playstyle. But it may not be the highest DPS. Although I'm pretty sure it's up there. It actually might be the highest DPS now that I think about it. Maybe crossbow headshots if you can... No, that's right. Wand is the highest DPS. Wand headshots with an auto clicker. But it wasn't very clear how the wand damage works, because it seemed to be an additive number of 1 for the damage, but like it didn't add every attack; it added like every other. So that would be something that I tested, and I kind of found it, what the numbers look like, but I didn't really understand it too much because it was a little. I mean, it was consistent, but it was odd, I guess. And so if I could have those numbers of what that looks like, or just to verify that I was correct in what I found because it was so odd, I mean, that would be helpful. But yeah, the Gabby weapon, the wand, when you stun an enemy and you headshot them with an auto clicker on, then you have the highest amount of damage. If you're looking for a single target damage, headshot from or like a single action damage, a headshot from the lightning staff. The left mouse button lightning staff does like 273 damage headshot to regular minions. Well, it depends on playstyle. I don't know if I do the wand on several maps. There's several maps that I just don't even use the wand for. I like the crossbow. And I started using the bow because of the bleed and looking at how to increase my score. So now I'm gonna have to beat Sildra. But that's gonna happen on a day I have a day to play, I guess. That's kind of crazy. Pretty sure I don't have first in the other ones. Yeah, Sled Shells is a toughie. Coliseum, Quick Pass. I haven't played Switchback since the update either, and Switchback is already challenging because I use a lot of barricades. But that doesn't work either right now. From previous patch, yeah. Yeah, I was hoping that they would have another patch coming out before now. I've been kind of waiting on it. That's why I haven't been playing, but I mean, it's just taking forever. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but it's they're doing something, so. Anyways, Behemoth, I'm going to go ahead and head off. Give myself some lunch. Yeah, I say it's a little underwhelming. Compared to Stone Staff. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head off and eat some food. And I'll be back on for either League or something else, and then League with T-Wald. And if T-Wald doesn't play today, he said he was going to, but if he doesn't, then I'll be playing something else. And feel free to stop on by after that. I don't know if there's any other people that are streaming Orcs, but check them on both YouTube and Twitch. I know most of my viewers are on YouTube. but I think most people stream Orcs when they're on Twitch. So